Welcome to Ayur Times. Today we're looking into the appetite rule in Ayurveda. This isn't just about, what you eat. It's really digging into when and how, letting your body lead the way.
That's exactly it. Ayurveda really emphasizes that respecting your appetite, your actual hunger, is, well, fundamental for overall health. It's kind of a cornerstone principle that affects pretty much everything else.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit. The basic idea seems simple enough. Uh, don't ignore your hunger, eat when you feel it, and crucially, don't stuff yourself. Sounds straightforward, but I get the feeling there's more depth to it.
There really is. What's fascinating is how much emphasis is placed on truly tuning in. Ayurveda suggests your body, specifically your stomach, actually tells you when it needs food. It's not about the clock.
Right, it's about real physical hunger signals.
Exactly, not just, oh, it's noon, time for lunch.
So what happens then if we don't listen? If we push through hunger, maybe because we're busy, what are the consequences of suppressing that appetite?
Well, Ayurveda warns that ignoring those signals, suppressing appetite, can lead to a whole range of issues. Physically, you might start noticing things like body ache, fatigue, a general feeling of laziness, even things like vision weakness over time.
Wow, okay, so it's not just feeling a bit tired. And it goes beyond just physical discomfort, doesn't it?
Absolutely. From a nutritional standpoint, it gets quite serious.
Yeah.
It can lead to a loss of interest in food itself, which can then cause a loss of tissues, diminished strength, and kind of paradoxically, it can actually lead to a long-term loss of appetite. It's considered quite dangerous for your overall health, really. Your digestive fire weakens.
Now, that's a pretty strong warning. Now, this is where I think it gets really interesting for a lot of us. How do you tell the difference? Between genuine stomach-rumbling hunger and just wanting something. Ayurveda talks about real appetite versus food craving.
Yes, and that's such a critical distinction in today's world, isn't it? Real appetite, as Ayurveda describes it, is when your stomach is demanding food. It feels empty because it's actually been hours since you last ate properly. You're eating for energy, basically, to meet your body's needs, physical and mental. And importantly, you stop when you feel genuinely satisfied, full, but not stuffed. Afterward, your abdomen should actually feel quite light.
Okay, so it's driven by need, by energy requirements. What about the other side of the coin, the food craving?
The craving is different. That's when your tongue wants something. Even if your stomach feels perfectly fine, maybe even full, you're eating purely for taste, maybe comfort or habit, definitely not for energy. And the tendency then is to overeat, right? You keep going even when your stomach is saying no more. The result, often that heavy, sluggish feeling in the abdomen afterwards.
I see. That really clarifies it, stomach versus tongue. It sounds like making that distinction is pretty fundamental.
It is. Ayurveda considers it the #1 principle of the Ayurvedic diet, really. Eat when you feel real appetite. Avoid eating when you don't have that genuine hunger. Everything else kind of follows from that foundation. If you're healthy, your body will signal hunger after the previous meal is digested. So the advice is clear. Don't eat if you're not hungry. Wait for the stomach's call.
But how do you know for sure that your body's truly ready, that the last meal is properly processed? Are there specific signs Ayurveda points to?
Yes, absolutely. It connects back to ensuring your digestive fire, your Agni, is ready for more. Some physical signs include proper elimination bowel and bladder feeling clear, also a clear burp.
Clear burp, what does that mean exactly?
It means either no burp at all, or if you do burp, it doesn't have any weird taste, or the taste of the food you ate hours ago. You should also feel a general sense of lightness, in your body overall, but specifically in your chest, heart area, and abdomen. No feeling of blockage or heaviness.
Okay, a feeling of ease, of clarity. And what about on the digestive side itself? What are the internal cues?
Internally, you'll feel genuine thirst and genuine hunger or appetite, not one mistaken for the other. There's a noticeable increase in that digestive fire we talked about. Your stomach feels empty and ready, specifically asking for food. And mentally, this is interesting, you should experience a clarity in your senses and your mind. Things feel sharper.
That mental clarity aspect is fascinating. It's like your whole system is signaling readiness.
Exactly. It's a whole package of signals telling you it's time.
And this leads to another clear rule I've heard about, differentiating hunger and thirst signals.
Yes, the golden rule, you could call it. It's simple. Eat only when you're hungry. Drink water only when you're thirsty. Seems obvious, but how often do we mix them up? When you feel thirsty, drink water. Don't try to satisfy with food. And conversely, when you're genuinely hungry, eat food. Don't just try to fill up on water to push the hunger away. Respect the specific signal.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we really commit to this, Listening to our bodies, eating only with true appetite.
Yeah.
What are the payoffs? What benefits does Ayurveda say we can expect?
The benefits are described as quite profound, really impacting both body and mind. Physically, it's said to provide strength, contribute to longevity, improve your complexion, leading to good skin, that glow. It also boosts immunity and overall vitality. You just feel more energized and resilient.
That sounds pretty good. And mentally, what changes might we see there?
Mentally, it's linked to increased joyfulness, better memory, greater endurance and tolerance, like being less easily frazzled, and even a certain gracefulness. It's about nourishing yourself completely on all levels, leading to a more balanced state.
Okay, so eating when hungry is step one. But the flip side is also crucial, not overeating. How does Ayurveda guide us there on knowing when enough is enough?
Ah, yes, portion control. Ayurveda has a very practical guideline. Aim to keep your abdomen about 1/4 empty after you eat. The idea is you eat enough to satisfy that real hunger, but you stop before feeling any heaviness or sluggishness. There's even a ratio suggested. Roughly half the space for solids, a quarter for liquids, and that final quarter left empty for digestion to happen properly.
That quarter empty rule is really tangible, something you can actually aim for. But what about those times, say, between main meals, when you do feel genuinely hungry again? What are the healthy go-to options then?
Good question. If genuine hunger pops up after your main meals, Ayurveda suggests choosing fresh, healthy, and easy to digest foods. Think things like fresh fruits, maybe some raw vegetables or a small salad. Nuts and seeds are good too, in moderation. Or fresh coconut water, even some fresh vegetable juice. Basically lighter options that provide nourishment without overburdening your system when it's not primed for a huge meal. So really, the core wisdom from Ayurveda is this constant encouragement to listen deeply, to learn the difference between real hunger and just a craving, and to recognize those signals that tell you your digestion is complete and ready for the next meal. It's about fostering that internal harmony.
It really is a powerful invitation, isn't it? To completely rethink how we approach food and eating, not just what's on the plate, but our whole relationship with hunger itself. Moving it from maybe an inconvenience or something dictated by the clock to an act of, well, self-respect for our body's own intelligence. Here's something to think about. How might your daily energy, your mood, your overall sense of well-being shift if you consistently waited for your stomach's genuine signal before eating, rather than eating by habit, schedule, or emotion? What could change if you truly started listening to that internal wisdom? If you found this exploration helpful, be sure to subscribe to the Ayur Times channel for more insights like this. And if you have questions maybe about distinguishing hunger from cravings or your own experiences trying this, please do share